Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled love letter from your person for those of you in a no contact situation. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Amethyst, along with this letter. Group 2 is the clear Quartz, along with this letter. And group 3 is the blue Opal, along with this letter. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Amethyst, along with this letter, which I will read in just a minute. I'm going to start with some oracle cards to tap into the energies of your person that you're in a no contact situation with. What's going on with them right now? Okay, we have benefactor, grace and generosity. Me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Gathering around, the power of community. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. And drifter, experiencing life as it comes. So your person may be on kind of a soul-searching journey, evaluating the company that they've been keeping in their life, perhaps even reaching out to certain individuals to make amends, a degree of personal responsibility that they may have been compelled to take or felt inclined to take to choose healthier habits for themselves, maybe even start to go in and do some inner child healing, work on some family issues, self-esteem, self-image. All of this seems to point toward turning a new chapter in their life and leaning toward more positivity and acceptance. Acceptance for the past, giving themselves grace, working on forgiveness for mistakes that they've made in the past, kind of vowing to do better in the future. So this can talk about kind of the formulation of apology through changed actions. They may be leaning on support through spiritual community, maybe a particular teaching that has resonated with them, something having to do with lifestyle changes, lifestyle choices, or perhaps even embarking on a spiritual or religious path for the first time, maybe reintroducing themselves to something that they had left by the wayside, kind of picking up something foundational for them, something that resonated at one point in time that they may have strayed away from, but are almost returning back into the fold in a certain manner. It feels like these changes toward taking personal responsibility and actually putting in the work, not just to sort of plan for change in the future. I'll get to it tomorrow, but they're starting to do something today, right now. One step at a time, every day, working on consistency, perhaps creating a different kind of schedule for themselves. They may have changed jobs, moved, are trying to surround themselves with more positive influences. They also might be in kind of a meditative stance, maybe closing out the outside distractions, kind of in a hermit mode. What am I doing with my life? What does the future look like for me? Am I happy with the trajectory that I am aiming toward, or is it time to course correct in any way? So energetically speaking, it almost feels that it might be kind of like a mellow energy or like a mild energy, almost like pensive and quiet is what you could sense coming from your person at this point in time, to where if you've been in like a hot and cold situation with them in the past, this doesn't feel to be anything where you would necessarily decipher them as fully detached from the situation, but almost a calmness coming from their end of the equation, which can definitely speak to listening to that intuition, listening to that inner guidance, and actually taking actionable steps in the direction of following that guidance and intuition rather than just putting it off for later or ignoring it altogether. So overall, it feels like they are headed in a better direction for them personally, which could definitely affect change for the better in the circumstance with you. So let's see what they have to say from their higher self. In this strange odyssey we find ourselves on, I am so grateful that it is you I perceive as being by my side. The distance between us feels so uncomfortable, and I long to hear your voice, to look into your eyes one more time. Beyond the illusion of separation, I recognize that there is no me without you. You have shattered my beliefs about the nature of what love truly is. I have never felt so free and yet so contained, challenged to rise beyond my limitations and accepted as I am in every season. I have pushed so hard in the opposite direction of the light of love you continue to shine on me from a distance even. There was a time when I felt cornered by you, intimidated by a love I did not feel worthy to receive. Now I watch your life as a spectator, and there is nothing I wouldn't give to return to the shelter of your arms. I am working up the courage to speak to you directly, to tell you I was wrong, and to show you the changes I have endeavored to make in the interest of salvaging our connection. You are still my favorite person, and I want so much to come back home. So I'm also going to get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what came through in these energies from the oracle cards or in the channeled letter itself, or can just serve as additional words that your person wants you to know right now from their higher self. And they say, I'm scared you will reject me. I am afraid that I lost you forever. I have been working on myself. I want to kiss you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. And you deserve better than them. So I'm going to get some initials. This can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got V, S, E, B, B, W, H, R, I, T, S, V, O, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or your own personalized channeled love letter, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and several different kinds of channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the clear quartz, along with this letter, which I will read in just a minute. I want to start with some oracle cards to see energetically what's going on with your person right now that you are in a no contact situation with. Okay, we have Eye of the Needle, intentionality. Caterpillar, opportunity. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Root girl, the disowned self. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And the farther gate, bold step forward. So your person might be in a time of purging and healing, limiting beliefs around self and beliefs around love. Core wounds from childhood or early heartbreaks and disappointments that in a certain way it feels like limited their capacity to both give love to you in the past and receive the love that you had to offer. Distance, it feels like in this situation, has helped to provide them with some degree of perspective, or there may have been other missed opportunities in their life. If this is a situation where they tried to date other people in the aftermath of the two of you going your separate ways, there's a sense of repeating a pattern or a series of events that may have reinforced within them some wound from the past, from a cycle they'd closed out, maybe even the most substantial heartbreak. This could be young love, maybe someone they were engaged to or married to at a certain point in time where they may have said, I will never let anyone in that close again to hurt me, or I'm gonna seek out someone that is the exact opposite of that type of individual. And it feels to be something where they had overlooked kind of their role or responsibility as far as what pattern of wounding within them had magnetized in people that resonated with that wounded space. So the idea of changing the scenery, but experiencing the same series of disappointments again and again, where it may have been kind of a rude awakening for them. Something that has really reinforced the need to go in and heal themselves on a deep level before putting themselves out there romantically again. Or it feels also the idea with bold step forward, this feels to be someone that is now maybe gotten a taste of their own medicine, the tables have turned on them, or they're seeing in some kind of way that they overlooked you, pushed you away, rejected the cup of love you had to offer in the past, but that this was all based on a place of wounding within rather than a true kind of disinterest or a lack of harmony between the two of you. So with that idea of going in to kind of extract and heal the root of the issue, it feels that for a lot of people, they are motivated to try and return to you, to reach out, to create some kind of communication, but they understand the necessity of they need to do some work within themselves, or to continue to do work within themselves before they are equipped to break free of these patterns in their life in general, and also in the idea of reconciliation. So they may be going through like a dark night of the soul with this root girl, learning to kind of accept and love themselves as they are, and then in turn be able to kind of receive the purest or the highest vibration of love from another person. They may have had some kind of spiritual awakening, or something might have happened, some kind of like a tower moment, an aha moment that has really illuminated for them kind of a bigger blueprint within their life, cause and effect in many different ways, to where it feels like rather than sort of just putting this off for another time, it's almost like they have no choice but to change. It's the idea of sort of stagnate or evolve might be what they're really faced with at this point in time, and it feels like they've either been forced to go very deeply within, or they're being very proactive to not just heal this on a surface level, but to really get in and start to make some fundamental changes within themselves, break free of patterns, create new coping mechanisms, new ways of dealing with themselves emotionally, or dealing with others emotionally, which can help equip them to be a better partner towards you in the future, if you'd be open to reconciliation, or just moving forward in their life with their interpersonal relationships to be able to show up more authentically and less in kind of that vibration of woundedness. So let's see what they want to tell you from their higher self. When I look in the mirror, I struggle to accept what I see. I took your beautiful heart and I left you with nothing but splinters. The shame I feel at mishandling the precious gift of your love, given so freely and with a level of trust I know you do not often extend to others, eats me alive. The light in my eyes has dimmed, and my smile is less authentic since I pushed you away. Amidst the noise of my life, your absence is an echo I cannot forget. I was blind to your value and worth as a person in the past. I had an idea and an ideal of what my perfect match should look like. In the state of lucidity I now view the world with, I see that you, my precious treasure, were something I squandered utterly. I am haunted by our last experience together, and I revisit that version of myself with a loathing that is hard to dilute. I wish I had been brave in love like you were. I walked away, but I see now that I only succeeded in leaving myself behind. The power is in my hands, but I don't feel strong enough yet to face you. I know I have just one opportunity to make things right. So I'm going to get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what came through in the letter or in the energies that came through in the oracle cards, or can also just serve as additional words and messages that your person wants you to know right now from their higher self. Okay, and we have every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. I should have fought for you. I'm ready to take my mask off. The distance between us kills me. And I want to make things right. So I'm also going to pull some initials. These can be a for a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got B, Q, P, E, D, O, L, Y, X, E, S, N, W, B, R, H, M, K, and T. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or your own personalized channeled letter, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and a variety of channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. Chose the blue opal along with this letter, which I will read in just a minute. I want to start with some oracle cards to get a feel for what's going on energetically with your person that you're in a no contact situation with. Okay, we have Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Caterpillar, opportunity. Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Horseman, herald of change. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. And First Breath, beginner's mind. So these energies definitely speak to reconciliation, someone from the past returning, wanting a fresh start, wanting to move this connection forward out of silence and into action. They may be strategizing a plan forward towards you, watching you. Perhaps they have other people that you may know in common, sort of reporting back to them as far as what's going on in your life, changes that may have happened since you two were last in connection with one another, all in the preparation, it feels like, for not just an apology, but this feels to be the energy for a lot of people of someone who wants to really prove to you that to open up and trust them or to allow them back into your life is not just going to represent a repeat of the cycles or patterns you'd experienced in the past, but that they truly sort of have come to understand something. They've reached some clarity about the importance of the two of you together, stronger together than apart, and are really wanting to kind of go above and beyond, it feels like, to earn back that trust, to show consistency or vulnerability or openness that might have been lacking in the past. It feels to be something where this person may have made some fundamental life changes in terms of their relationship with self, the way they've been living their life. Priorities and goals may have shifted to where it's almost like their star is on the rise, but they want you by their side when this occurs. So there's a sense here of wanting to present themselves to you as a very different person than you had experienced in the past, which can speak to some kind of progress or furtherance towards other goals and dreams that they may have had in this life, that they've reached some sort of milestone, some sort of point where there's a celebration. Self-esteem has improved. Their life has improved. There may be more stability where in the past there had been chaos, or almost someone who may have been very directionless, kind of just like a feather in the wind, following sort of whatever the urge or instinct was at any given time. It feels like they've really gotten serious about something. The phrase adulting is coming through. So maybe for some this was kind of a person leading like a party lifestyle, and they've gotten a little more serious about, what am I actually doing with my life? How am I spending this time on this earth? What am I contributing as far as value to people around me, to the community at large? Do I like myself with whatever it is I'm filling my time with? And if not, what are some changes that I can make in order to really feel that I'm making the most of this life? So let's see what they want to tell you from their higher self. There is an empty chair within the corridors of my heart where love once lived. I have tried to force connections, to replace you, but you are my true north. No one else will do. I am frightened of this connection, of the better version of me I am inspired to become because of and through you. I am tired of putting on a brave face and investing so much energy in trying to convince the world you mean nothing to me. I surrender now to the reality that you are my everything. The instant we met, my heart jumped. That's the one, a voice inside said. I regret silencing that voice and instead choosing the logical route, which insisted love was just a chemical and real relationships were only based on weathering life's storms together. A false belief that real love was something which could only be created with work over time. Loving you is the easiest and most natural experience, and if I could turn back the hands of time, I would never have let you go. The distance between us hurts, and I am taming my pride. I want a fresh start with you. I want us to experience a love which grows with time. So I'm also going to get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what came through in the letter or in the energies that I was picking up through the oracle cards, or can serve as additional words and phrases that your person wants you to know at this time. Okay, and we have, I am caught up in a karmic relationship. I want to kiss you. I really do care even though I don't show it. I want to treat you the way you deserve. I don't want to be toxic anymore. And they will never compare to you. So I'm also going to get some initials that can represent a first, middle, or last name of you or your person, or could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got Z, P, M, J, L, O, C, R, E, D, S, G, W, G M I K and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading or a personalized channeled love letter, I offer both through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and several kinds of channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.